Hi everyone, welcome back to Tara's Take. I'm Tara, and if you're new to the channel, thank you so much for visiting with me today and being with our family. And if you are a family member, welcome back. So it's Mass Monday, and I got an idea from our Miss Lori out of the journal she sent me. I thought these were really cute. I'll show it to you. Her take, this is my take on her thing here. I have no idea how exactly she did it. Thank you for the idea, Lori. So it's a wraparound double page tuck and pocket. And I just thought it was really cute. And so I grabbed some coffee dyed paper. I have a few of my papers too I'm going to use, I think, if I can. And it's super, super easy from what I did. And so let's grab a piece of paper. All you're going to need is some paper. I even used copy paper. So did she. Mine's coffee dyed. And so all I did was I folded up as high as I wanted the pocket, which I did at about 2 inches, inch and a half. Let's see. Is that 2? It's about 2 inches. Pardon me. Okay. And you're going to need some glue and bone folder if you have it. If not, use your scissor handles. Some papers of your choice. I'm just using 8.5 by 11. And, okay. So at this point, I just folded it in half. I have no idea if this is how Lori did it. I eyeballed this. I'm just looking at hers as an example. Okay. My paper tore a little bit there from being coffee dyed and dry. And then I brought the paper down in the center, okay, about to the center, just before the center line. Did a couple of triangles here. Okay. All right. And then, pardon me. I'm going to put a touch of glue on these ends here. Okay. Grab my, oopsie, I just dropped my remote. My dry wipe. I'm jumbling around. Okay, just glue this down. Glue this one down. And then all I did was I threw a little bit of glue on the back here. You don't have to, I don't think it's necessary to use a ton. We're just kind of sealing that down. Okay. And then I glued the back of these little triangles here and just folded it over the edge of the paper. Lori, let me know in the comments if this is how you did it. I have no idea. Okay. All right. And there you have your little double-sided, and I'll grab a piece of, let's see, like say you're on this journal page. Okay. So now you can glue this on as a like a tuck. You glue it along the bottom and the base here. So then you have a tuck spot, and then you have your pocket right here. And it's a double-sided one. See? So super cute, super easy. I wish this one hadn't torn. It's my paper. It cracked on me because it's so dry from being coffee dyed and just the way it dried. But you get the point. So these are really, I wonder if we could do like a mini one here. Let's see. Width-wise. Let's see here. Just for fun, right? I'll cut this down, but okay. This might actually work. It's kind of cute. On my paper, I totally cut it unevenly, didn't I? There we go. This is going to look a little bit different because I left it so tall. Maybe I should bring it down slightly more. This one's going to be a little guy for the corner of a page, but I think it might work. Okay, and we're going to glue this. And glue here. And then glue these little tips over the edge. You probably could even trim these off if you wanted. My paper cracked anyway, so it like broke off. That's funny. Okay. My paper, I think no, I didn't bake this, but I think the water I used. So yeah, you can make little tiny ones. Let's get a page. So it'd be like this on the corner of a page. So you'd have a tuck and your pocket. Tuck and pocket. Very cute. I like these, Lori. Thank you. Now I'm going to do one with some of my paper and hope. Let's see if I do this. No, I don't think I can, because I think it's going to end up being upside. It's going to end up being upside down. Yeah, this part will be. So watch what kind of print you use if you use paper that's got designs on it. Excuse me. This is some of my new coffee dyed paper. It actually turned out pretty good, some of it. Okay. These are so easy, huh? I don't know, maybe I want to do it this way, and then that way you can see more of the design on there. Yeah. I used the lace, vinyl lace that Vanessa sent me to do these. Thank you, Vanessa. Did I fold that like really uneven on my pocket part? I don't know, it kind of seems like I did. I wouldn't doubt it. I've had kind of a weird day today in my crafting, so I wouldn't doubt it at all. I made that pocket a little bit bigger, so this part is, that pocket's going to be a little bit higher, which is not, I don't think is a bad thing. Glue our triangles down. Aren't these easy? But they're so cute. I don't know, I opened the page in the journal and I looked at it and I was like, oh, how did she do that? I realized that it was actually disconnected from the paper, because at first I hadn't noticed how these were in there. And yeah. All right, super quick. There we go. Pocket and a tuck. All right. So what have I done this week? Let's see. Gosh. I I'm trying to think. I was supposed to go to the food drive yesterday. I'm recording this on Thursday of last week for you guys. So after I did our devotion video, I started to feel really icky. I'm wondering if I fold this even with this part, if it'll make, yeah, I think I'm going to do that. So I'm going to fold this triangle from that corner point so I don't have to fold any of it back. I want to see how that works out for me. Okay, so it's further away. It's about 1 inch away. Anyway, I didn't end up going because I started feeling really sick. I started having palpitations right after that, and ended up, I went down to the store because I needed to get something. I needed to get some more beet juice for my palpitations and a couple things. And when I got back from the store, I thought, oh, I'm feeling a little better. So I had messaged the pastor and let him know I'm not going to come, because I knew if I was doing that, the palpitations, it gave me a headache right away, and I just started feeling sick. So I was like, no, I can't go work and lift boxes and heavy stuff, you know, and stand for the next 3 hours. And I just knew I wouldn't be able to do it. So I felt really bad. I don't like backing out of what I've volunteered for. But I knew I wasn't going to be of much use to anybody if I was sick. So anyway, and this did work, by the way, I think. So yeah, so I went to the store, and when I got back home, I thought, oh, I'm feeling a little bit better. So I thought, oh, I'll make some bread, because I needed some gluten-free bread, and I didn't want to pay $8 a loaf for it or whatever it is. So I thought, well, I'll make some since I'm feeling better. And so I went in the kitchen, and I was feeling okay. I still had a headache, but I was doing all right. And then, I don't know, about halfway through, you guys, I started to get so sick to my stomach. I mean, like, really sick to my stomach. And I ended up having to literally just lay down for the rest of the time until Cordy got home. And I just felt awful. I'm like, oh my gosh. I don't know what was going on with me yesterday, but yeah, yeah. It was not fun. And oh, I wanted to ask you guys, all of you, my prayer warriors, please be praying for my daughter. She met with the people, she met with the attorneys and the woman who wants to adopt my grandson, the great aunt over on his side of the family, the dad's side of the family. Please be praying, because it's down to the wire. She needs to make a decision about whether or not she's going to agree to let this woman adopt her son. And she's really afraid, because the woman told her, if we take this to court, see, this is tearing, so I can't use this piece. Hold on one sec. Okay, I'm back. So anyway, she's still offering my daughter the same offer of, if you let me adopt your son, I will allow you to see him here and there. You can come to his karate meets, and, you know, you can be a part of his life. But if you don't let me adopt him, then that's going to show me that you're just putting yourself first, and I'm going to say you can't ever see him. That's the deal. And my daughter's freaking out, and of course, because she's in the center of this, making this decision about her little boy, and believing that it's possible that, you know, she may lose in the court. And what if she does? If she does lose, then that means she loses her son forever, or until he's older, you know, and can go to her himself. I decided I am going to try this, but I'm going to do it this way. You know, and so it's very hard, you guys. I'm in between a rock and a hard place, and I don't know. So please be praying for her, that God gives her the wisdom to do the right thing. You know, Enoch has, you know, this woman has more money than my daughter. She has more ability to provide for him than my daughter. It's true. But, you know, a lot of us raised our children poor, and nobody came in and took our kids from us. You know what I mean? So it's kind kind of breaking my heart. Anyway, so I just need to ask you guys to pray with me, please. So I decided to do this, and I'm going to be losing some of it, but I wanted to use it. So I can always print it out again, right? And on this one, should I do it like I did before and corner it so you can see more of it? Maybe I will. So I'm just going to use that corner as my guide and fold it that way. Okay. And what else has been going on? Let's see. I have the kids this Sunday, or, well, this coming Sunday, which would be yesterday for you guys. I don't know how it went yet because I'm not there yet. I'll let you know next week, I guess. But yeah, last time went really good. So hopefully, you know, everybody will be on better behavior than they were that one week. I am working with a new gal this weekend. I'm looking forward to meeting her. And I'm wondering if, let me look, maybe folding it that way is possibly making it too big. I don't know. Let's see. Well, it is going to take it right. Let me find a page that's not as decorated. Here. Yeah, it's going to take it right to the edge, probably, of being too big. I don't know. I need to look in one of my journals. Let me see here. I just want to make sure if I'm folding this wrong, and I'm going to have to take some of it off. This is the only journal I have nearby that has some blank paper in it, so that's why I'm using it. Here, let's use this piece. I think it might be too big. Let me see. Oh, but it's going to go right, yeah, it's going to be right at the edge. Yep, I'm going to need to trim a tiny bit off. That's what I thought. Okay, so if you're going to fold it where you have the fold up here like that so that you can see more of it and stuff, and leaving that, you're going to need to trim it just a little bit because it's a bit too long on both sides before you glue it down. Okay. All right. And I'm just going to open this and do it like this. I love this one, this particular page. I think it's so pretty. I know Vanessa loves it. It's purple. And I was thinking this would look cute if I do the distressing on the edges of this with purple. That would be pretty. Let's try another piece. Let's do this guy. And this is from my watercolor garden set. Did you get it? Yeah, I really like these, Lori. I do think they're fun. Sometimes it is the simpler things that are just, you know, things that look simple, but then you get them into your journal and they just look so good, you know. Too bad I'm losing that butterfly. He's pretty. Okay. What else? I'm trying to think of what I want to tell you guys about. Let's see. So I think I'm going to change cardiologists. Don't tell my doctor. No. I realized the other day when Cordy took my monitor back, he brought back a receipt for the monitor, and on it was a listing of all the locations of their offices, and it's a cardiologist. They're a cardiologist specialist, you know. And he's like, "Did you know there's one over in Casa Grande, which is closer to us than where I go now?" And I had not known that, so I was like, "Oh wow, I didn't know." So I'm thinking, because my PCP is in Casa Grande, I may go ahead, since it's the same group. I know, you know, that the doctors are good. It's a big group. So yeah, I might be switching over to have all my doctors over there closer to me, because Santan's not super far from where I'm at, but it's far enough that it's, you know, in Casa Grande it's like 17 minutes away, and over where I'm going right now it's like 40 minutes away, so it's quite a difference, I guess. Okay. Oh, you know what? I shouldn't have glued that. I needed to trim this down, I think. Yeah, because it didn't take up. Dang it. Oh well, it's okay. We'll just re-glue it. So yeah, I might be switching cardiologists. We'll see. I do have to get my vein mapping done. Actually on my daughter's birthday. And I told you guys about that. That's to see if they can get a little better circulation going on in my legs for me. So many varicose veins. There's that one. I split that poor little butterfly right in half, huh? Okay. What time is it? All right. We're making good time. These are super easy. I think I'll do one more with this time. So yeah, and I'm looking forward to not having to drive quite so far. That'll be nice. Okay. I always get coffee grounds, like from the instant coffee, even though it's instant. Like the powder, I guess, it still gets on my paper when I dye it. Guess I just didn't stir it up and let it disintegrate enough, I guess. Or melt down enough, I guess. So have any of you tried the beet juice yet? A couple of you had said you were going to, so I'm curious if you did. I told my doctor's office when they called me the other day, I was telling the nurse about the beet juice. She's like, "So we should be telling our patients about it." And I said, "Oh yes, completely. It is miraculous." You know, though, if doctors, you know, who are medical doctors and not homeopathic doctors or anything, if they tell patients about their, I'm wondering, should I be cutting these all off? Was I making all of them too long? It's possible. If they tell their patients about homeopathic, you know, or natural remedies, they lose money as far as like, because they might lose their patients, or the patients won't be buying medicine, or, you know, Big Pharma is such a mess in our country, taking advantage of people. So, there we go. Had a really, really good service last week again. My pastor's been talking about being rapture ready and, you know, the end times and everything. And I mean, I think a lot of pastors, as they should be, are talking about that subject, because the way the world is looking right now is, I think things are definitely changing and moving in a different direction for us. Yeah, so it was a really good message. Worship was wonderful, as usual. So I think I want to decorate this big guy. I don't know. I know I should decorate one of these, huh? Let's see, maybe that one. I think I have time, because I made 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 in 26 minutes. That's how quick these were. Thank you, Miss Lori. Everybody say thank you, Lori. in the comments. Oh my goodness, I have hiccups. I've been getting hiccups the last couple days. Let me have a drink and make it stop. Okay, let's decorate. So let me see. I'm going to grab a couple things over here. I'm going to grab a few things from Fussy Cuts from the kit. And I might use stuff from both kits. I don't know. Let me see. What do I have here? I gotta find all the papers. I'm right here next to you guys. I can't sort the papers on the desk where I'm working, or otherwise I won't be able to see what I'm doing. Let's see here. Oh, here we go. Fussy Cuts from this kit. Let's look. Let us look. Oh, there's one. We got stamps. These are so cute. Here we got tags. I had one of my girls from the other kit, and I was thinking that she might look really pretty, actually, because there's a little bit of pink in this one. Let me see. Is she too big, or does she fit? No, she actually fits. So let's see here. Let me grab my purple ink, and let's have it play. Nope, that's blue. I gotta find the right sponge here. Sorry, guys. Here it is. Purple. Okay. So what I was thinking, I love purple and green, so her dress is green. So I'm just hinting the purple around the edges of this piece. And then let me get a piece of paper here. I'll do my little trick. Oh, and I'm sure you all heard about Matthew Perry. He passed away this last week. If you hadn't heard about it, it's very sad. But I read a thing that was talking about his memoirs, and somebody had quoted out of it where he wrote about how he experienced crying out to God, and knows that he was saved and delivered at that moment, because he literally saw light and presence of God with him, and felt God's peace for the first time in his life. And I mean, it was just very encouraging what he shared. And So I felt very relieved to know that he had been saved, you know, blessed me. Because I always liked Matthew Perry, and I know he struggled so much in his life with the drugs and the alcohol and everything, but yeah. He was only 54. He's 3 years younger than me. Yes, now everybody knows I'm 57. I'm sure I've already told you that a million times, so it's not surprising. Okay, so there's my purple, and then I'm going to add her. She fits like perfect right there. I think maybe I'll take a smidge off the top. Just, there we go. And then reapply my ink. I was really kind of excited to try and utilize my own kits. You know, I never do stuff like that, and one of you had said, you should use your own kit, you know, and I was like, you're right, I should. So you know what, I have this, I think these are like almost the perfect, yep, just about perfect size for these. So let's see. Take this one. I'm going to kind of do a little collaging around behind with some of these. Thought that would be fun. These are just slightly smaller than the 1-inch punch, but that's okay because once I think I'll leave that one. I'm not going to use that one. And then I think I'll grab a couple of these little stamps. Let me see. Where's my skizzies? Anyway, I think it'll be fun to do a little bit of collaging on the background here. And the fun part is you can do, you know, both sides, and you've got the adorable, I probably should have turned those scissors around. Yeah, I cut the wrong direction on that. There we go. Okay. All right. I just like to distress the white. That's what I was trying to say, and I cut myself short, I think. I don't think I finished my thought. Anyway, I'm thinking about 50 different things at once right now, I think, and that's probably my problem. My mouth cannot keep up with my brain. Do you ever feel like that? Kind of just overwhelmed with too many things going on at once, and you can't really focus to talk and converse and stuff. Yeah, that's where I'm at. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and do a little bit of placement behind this here. Let's see. I want to see how she lays out on it. I don't know, maybe not. I definitely wanted some stuff behind her, though. That's not too bad. No, you cannot put the exact same thing that's on there on the top there. Maybe instead, I don't know. What do you guys think? I'm not trying to get difficult here. And I think I'm making it probably more difficult than it needs to be. I'm just going to glue. This is dangerous. Just start gluing stuff down. What if I'm wrong? What if I'm wrong? But what if I'm not? You know? You could even glue her down as another small pocket, huh? Yep, we sure could. I'm looking around me to see what else I like on here. No, I don't want those. Just bear with me a moment. I have so much stuff piled up. I'm to the point where I can't even find anything. That is not good. I need to rearrange. I think I told you guys that I actually cleaned out that back room in my house, and am thinking about turning it into my crafting studio. The only problem is I'll need to get a booster for my Wi-Fi, because the Wi-Fi does not quite reach down there. Doesn't quite. I'm just going to glue her down as a flat surface. I'm not going to use her as a pocket, since I already have the pocket on the, you know, the other part. I just want her here, looking pretty. There we go. And I'm thinking if I put some of my favorite stuff. Let's see. Gosh, I have got everything jammed up. There we go. If you hear something crash, it's my stapler. Just in case. I love gold. You know me. Gold, 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 gold. I should have put that there and then ran that stamp over that. I didn't think of it until right now. Shoot. I don't guess it would be that bad right there, though, right? Yeah, I'm going to do it. I'm going to go for it. I know it's kind of in the way of the pocket, but I just think it'll look pretty. Gotta at least give it a try. And then on the other side, I'll do the, on the edge probably. I really like that gold against the purple. Okay. She's beautiful. There we go. So I mixed my kits, because she, of course, is from, what's the new one I just made? Oh my goodness. I can't think of what it's called. It's terrible. That is terrible. Vintage I've been working so much on stuff and I'm losing track of everything. See, it was Wild Roses and then it was Vintage something. She's from that one. I hear Tina, she'll talk about her kits, and she's like, I think this one's from this, and this one's from that. And I'm like, oh my gosh, she's got like 300 kits. How is she remembering, you know? I think she even has more than that. The woman's created so many digital kits. It's incredible. Maybe someday I will have created that many kits. I'm just now learning my Photoshop though. But I did, praise God, get to give, which really blessed me, our Miss Vanessa and from Clemens Crafts, and then Misty from Little Tennessee. Those are their channel names. And I was so excited because we did like a by phone little class, a real quick little instructional on how to use Photoshop. And I just was showing them what I've been doing to create my digis, you know, because I always wonder what people do to make their digitals. And it was like really nice to be able to show someone what I've learned so far. I mean, there you go. There's one side. I don't think that looks too bad. What do you think? Yeah, so I was really excited to be able to show them what I've learned so far, and yeah, it was fun. It was fun. So let's see, do we want to put, what do I have here? La, 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 la. And I'm thinking what, I'm wondering what cards, like journal cards I can put in here, because I've got different ones. I could use tags as well. I don't know that I did a journal card with that particular print, which, I mean, I guess I don't really need to have a journal card that looks exactly like that one. I could use like one of these. Let's see this one. Oops. I may have to take off my pink. I just messed that up. Okay, well, it'll be all right. I'm going to distress it anyway, right? Yeah, we're going to do our purple around this pink anyway, so it's all right. See, a whole nice little journal card. So I do have more pictures of my girls, which I don't know, they look like they're all vertical instead of horizontal. Let me see. Wait. Oh, here we go. This will be nice. Would one of these fit? I'll use her. I think she'll fit on here. Okay. Right. I think she looks really pretty with the purple around her. Let's see. She sticks up a little bit, but I don't, you know, I don't know that it bothers me that much. I mean, kind of just makes it look like a little tab, you know. It's not going to impact putting a journal card or a tag in there or anything. So let's see, what do we want to do? I've got, where are they? I have them here. I was going to use maybe this or this one. They've both got purple in them. Well, that one's got pink, and then this one's got purple in it. I'm not going to use the whole thing. Just want to... I was thinking, yeah, but we're going to tear. We're not going to leave it solid like that. And we're also not going to tear it like all the way around. I'm just going to tear it in spots. So it looks kind of jaggedy. Okay. And then I want to leave that purple in there though so you can see it, you know. We'll rough this up a little bit. Part of this is going to be covered by her anyway, but all right. Okay. There we go. I'm thinking if I want to trim that rounded part off. But once it's glued down, it would work as a tab kind of thing, so I think I'll leave it. I would usually trim something like that, but let's live on the edge. I'm just kidding. Okay. All right. That one's cute. Oh, you know what? Just in case anybody looks over the edge. You know me. We've been, in the morning, Cordy and I have been watching The Ropers. I don't know if any of you remember The Ropers from, you know, from Three's Company, but then they had their own show. I had forgotten all about it, and we ran across it on Tubi. Oh my goodness, that's such a silly show, but it is cute. Cordy, of course, has never seen it. So he was very young when that came out. I've told you my honey is a little bit younger than me, and yeah. So it's pretty funny. He's like, had you ever seen it? I said, yeah. I used to watch it when I was a kid. There we go. That actually worked out good. Look at that. It fits just right. All I got to do is trim this piece at the bottom here. And so, yeah, so it's been funny watching it with him. It's so comical because so many shows that he didn't like as a kid that I like, you know, he's been rewatching a lot of shows with me. And he's like, I can't believe I didn't like this show when I was young. You know, it's such a good show. And I said, I know, I told you. So I've got him at nighttime. We are watching the Bob Newhart show. And then we're watching Newhart, like every other night. Like, so we'll watch an episode one night of Newhart. And then the next night we'll watch an episode of, I got to make sure I get this on here right. And then the next night we will watch an episode of Bob Newhart, you know. And he watched the Newhart show a little bit, reruns, when he was a kid with his family, but he's never seen the Bob Newhart show, the one from the 70s. So yeah, been having fun. And then of course, he watched MASH with me this last year for the first time in his whole life, fell in love with it. As an adult, he never liked it because his mom didn't like it. And I told him, you know, when your mom was young, because I guess his uncle and his uncles, her brothers, liked it, you know, MASH. And I said, when that came out, she was probably about 15 or 16 years old. And I can see that a 15 or 16-year-old girl would not enjoy MASH, you know. And so she just never liked the show because she didn't like it when she was a kid. And so he never watched it because his mom never watched it. So they never watched it, you know. So now he's like, I love MASH. So I told you. See, I grew up watching it with my mom and dad, and I was only about 5 when MASH came on. And so to me, it was a lot of fun to watch because I watched it with my mommy and daddy, you know. Now I'm thinking to put something on this little card. I'm going to put something like this. God keeps his promises. Yes, he does. He is so faithful. Amen. I've had people ask me, you know, especially when I used to drive for Uber and Lyft, I got to say, I had more conversations about the Lord in my car than I think I do at church. It was every day. It was every day. And I would have, you know, sometimes I'd have atheists in the car or Muslims or, you know, people who didn't believe the way I believe. And they would ask me, you know, why do you believe? Why do you believe the way you believe? And I had so many opportunities to express to them how God has kept his promises to me. He has been faithful, and I've seen him show up in so many ways that I can't deny the Lord, you know. Talk about a blessing is to, you know, be able to share your faith with people like that are strangers. And I can't even tell you how many people I ended up praying with, or they prayed for me even. You know, how many brothers and sisters I met, how many ministers I met, how many people who got in the car, you know, who didn't know Jesus, got out of the car knowing him as Savior and Lord. And what an honor it was. I'm trying to figure out where I want to put this. Maybe I'll split it and put one part up here and one part down here. Usually I wouldn't mind, but I think with this one I'm going to leave it whole. Or should it go right there? I think I'll put it there. Nope, there. Such a little thing. But it matters where you place things, right? It kind of does. I liked it right there, but then when I put a journal card in it, it's gonna cover it. I didn't want to cover it, so I wanted it to show. There. And then with this little guy, and we definitely need to, do we want to just swirl with the purple? Yeah, it's not so bad. And then darken the edges. Oh, my husband's calling me. Oh, I'll have to call him back. Let's see. I was thinking I have some women in here that have kind of that look, you know, or the girls and stuff. Let's see. She looks like she's pouting. Little thing. All right. Yesterday I was listening to sorry, I had to get a drink. I was listening to I like her. I'm gonna put her in there. CeCe Winans. Oh, I love her. Such a beautiful singer. And such a sweet, sweet spirit. Just, she was doing that one. I love you, Lord. Oh, your mercy never fails me. All my days I've been held in your hands. From the moment that I wake up until how does it go? I lost the words. But you know the one. You know the one. Praise God. Now I'm going to give her a little base to stand on. I think I'll use black actually. Oh, this is a perfect time to use my little, no, maybe not on this part. Let's use that. I'll use the woody for sure. Just because I know the woody will react, right? I'm not sure about the paint stick yet. I love the paint stick for the edge though. Oh my gosh. So cool. Gonna have to get a little more wet. Yep. Goodness, I dropped my brush. Shucks. Oh well, I'll grab another one and I'll pick that one up later. Yep. Anyway, I love CeCe Winans. And it reminded me because of what I was saying about the faithfulness. Oh, I just got that into the flower. Darn it. Kind of didn't want to do that. But the faithfulness of the Lord in that song, you know. She says, I will sing of the goodness of God. 'Cause all my life you have been faithful. And all my life you have been so, so good. With every breath when I am able, I will sing of the goodness of God. Makes me want to cry. All right, let's put this little baby down. I wish I hadn't gotten black on that, but oh well, no sense in crying over spilt woody stick. I wonder if it's possible to wipe it up at all. I don't think it is. Oh well. There we go. So now we have this side. I didn't do a card for this side, but that's okay. And then this part, of course, you would glue this in on your edges. And because it's on the center, I mean, you could run some glue down the center to hold onto the page. Maybe that would be a good idea. I don't think it's absolutely necessary, but there you go. There's our corner tuck pockets. Double page corner tuck pocket. I like. Lori, I hope you enjoyed my rendition of your work. I love you guys. God bless you. I hope you had fun today and that you give these a try. Also, if you did enjoy today's video, please give me a thumbs up and hit subscribe and notification bell so that you can hang out with me a lot more. I hope you guys have a blessed day. I love you very much. Thanks again for being with me. Bye-bye.